This video is meant to be a guided practice. The day of instruction, you will be given a few problems. I'm going to do all the odds with you. Alright, so what I would do is attempt the odds on your own and then come back during class and check to see if you did them right. And then for homework, you'll do the evens, and tomorrow I will make the evens available online for you tomorrow. So here we go. So I'm going to go kind of quick. 3 times -3 is -9. A times A is A squared. Number 5. These are A to the first. So I have 1A, 2 A's, and then 6 A's altogether. So A to the 6th power. And then this is like -1 times 4, so that's -4. And number 7, again, just multiply those two, you get -12. A squared times A squared. Remember, I could expand this out. I could think this is A times A and this is A times A. I have 4 A's altogether. And then a B that has nothing to multiply with, so I just rewrite it. Number 9, 2 times 2 is 4. N to the first times n to the fourth. So you might be wondering, do I multiply 1 times 4 or do I add 1 times 4? Both are 1 and 4. Think about this. I have 1 n here and I have 4 n's here. So I have 5 n's altogether. And then m to the third just comes along. Alright, number 11. Again, this is, you got to be careful. This is like a -1. So -1 times -4 is +4. K is not multiplied by anything, so I'll just rewrite that. H squared times h, that's h to the first. So h to the first times h to the second is h to the third. And then h to the fourth times j to the fourth times j to the first is j to the fifth. Good luck on number 12 for homework. Don't be intimidated. All it is some p's and k's. 3 things being multiplied. You'll do fine. Alright, so this one, just have -16 q squared times q to the third. I'm telling you, when we come to take the test, some of you will guess whether you add or multiply those, because power to a power, you're supposed to multiply them. But just think about what q squared is. Q squared is q times q. Q to the third is 3 q's, so I have 5 q's altogether. Then r. 15. Okay, power to a power. Again, when in doubt, expand out. This is 3 to the third, or a to the third, 3 times. So I have 3, 6, 9 of them altogether. So the shortcut is just to do 3 times 3 and get a to the 9th right off the bat. And number 15. Again, when something is squared, you multiply it by itself. Right? So -4 times -4 is 16. Sorry, forgot the k squareds. Alright, k squared times k squared is k to the fourth. Okay, a way to do a shortcut of that is square everything inside there. So -4 squared and k squared squared. So -4 squared is 16. K squared squared is k to the fourth. So I can get the same exact answer by just squaring every part inside of that parentheses. Number 19. I have -1. I'm going to square that. I have v, square that, and I have u squared squared. So what I did is I took everything in here. This is like a -1, this negative sign, and I squared it. So -1 squared is just +1. V squared, and then u squared squared is u to the fourth. Alright, 21. Again, I'm going to square everything in there. So it's kind of like the other one. So I squared the -4 and squared the y squared. That's 16. And y squared squared is y to the 6th. Because think about that. This is y squared, or y cubed. Sorry, y cubed squared. I think I said that wrong. So this is y cubed times y cubed, which is y to the 6th. Okay, a couple more here. Come back and visit the next video for the rest of the odds. Okay, 23 starts out, it's a combination of both. So once we square this quantity here and square this quantity, then we're going to have to multiply in the middle. So it's going to take a little bit more work, but I'm going to square everything. So I'm going to do this without showing every single step. 2 squared is 4. X to the 3rd squared is x to the 6th. Y to the 3rd squared is y to the 6th. Times -1 squared is 1. X squared is x squared. And then y squared squared is y to the 4th. And then I'm going to put these all together. Now, this is one big long strand of multiplication. So I have 6 x's here, 2 x's there. So I have 8 x's altogether. And then 6 here and 4 there. So I have 10 y's. And that's my final answer. Number 25. Okay, for number 25, I have a to the 4th times this whole quantity to the 4th power. So I'm going to write everything out to the 4th power. All right, there's 3 things inside of that parentheses, and I took each one of them to the 4th power. And a to the 4th, I'll just leave that there. I got to take -2 to the 4th power. That's 16. A to the 4th to the 4th is a to the 16th, and then b to the 3rd to the 4th power is b to the 12th. Okay, so that's 16 times a to the 16th, and then b to the 12th. Alright, so I'm going to write it over here. So a to the 4th and a to the 16th. Remember, I have 16 here and I have 4 here. So I have a total of, I'll write the 16 first, I have a total of 20 a's and 12 b's. Okay, number 27. Again, before I have to do anything, I have to square this stuff first. So 2 squared is 4, y squared is y squared, x squared squared is x to the 4th, times. Now, since this is kind of off on its own, I'm going to put the 2 x's together. That'd be x to the 6th. I have 3 there and 3 there, and then y to the 4th. So now I just have some collecting to do. Looks like I have 10 x's altogether, and 6 y's, and the 4 is out front. Okay, number 29, this is a good one. We have everything in here to the 3rd power, but before I do that, I'm going to simplify what's inside of the outer brackets first. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to do this one first. So m to the 4th squared is m to the 8th, and then n to the 4th squared is n to the 8th, times, and I'm going to rewrite this. And it's still all to the 3rd power. So I'm going to bring this all together here. I have the -2 that's going to be out front. I have 8, 9, 10 m's. And I have 8 plus 2 plus 1. So it looks like I have 11 n's. And then finally I got to take all this to the 3rd power. So -2 to the 3rd power is -8. m to the 10th to the 3rd is m to the 30th, and then n to the 11th to the 3rd power is n to the 33rd. And that's my final answer. Okay, we've reached division. I'm going to do a separate video for the division.